Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Kyle from the UA Playbook coming at you with another deck profile. This time around, it's going to be from Evangelion. This is going to be my Spear of Gaia / EVA 13 hybrid variation for purple. I've been doing a lot of testing with this deck via Discord and in person, and I figured I might as well give you my take on a very cool twist on how to play, well, Spear of Gaia's, going into Nats as well as your local levels. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Alrighty, starting things off with the zeros, I'm running 4 of this Misato Katsuragi. It says when played, choose up to 1 character on your field. It gains 1000 BP until the end of turn. It's 500, produces you 1 energy, and has a trigger of drawing you a card. Also has the Lily Affinity, which we'll get into that in a second. Alright, next up, you run 4 of this Shinji Ikari. What it does is you draw 1 when played, draw 1, discard 1, and then it has a sidelined trigger where, well, if it's not sidelined, but when it's in life, it has a trigger to draw 1. Also, it's a raid target for so many cards in your deck. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Next up, to round out the remaining of your zeros, I run 4 of this Shinji Ikari. It's an active while in life, so it can give you something plus 3k in restand. Also, while it's unrested, it can give you, you can rest him and mill the type card of your deck. Also as a raid target. Alright, that does it for the 0 drops. Let's move on to the 1 drops. There's only 2. I'm running 2 of this Misato. What it does is it's got a draw trigger while in life, but what it does while it's on field, activate main, switch to resting, and then sideline it. Choose up to 1 purple character with 5 or more at required energy on your field. It gains impact or damage 2 until end of the turn. It is also a willy trait, which will, again, like I've said before, does come up. Alright, that rounds out the 1 drops. Moving on to the 2 drops. I'm running 4 of this Shinji Ikari. While it's active, it produces E2. It is a 2500. It's a raid target. Doesn't have a trigger, but that's fine when you're producing 2 energy when it's active. Phenomenal. It comes out as little as turn 2. Alright, moving on to the 3 drops. I'm running 2 of this Misato Katsuragi. What it does is activate main, switch to resting, and place 1 Willy Affinity card from your hand to the sideline. If you do, draw a card. So that's where things can really come into play, as well as the Misatos in this deck have a certain card that can be rated over them. So that's why this card is phenomenal. It also produces E2 energy. It is also an active 3k restand while in life. Phenomenal card. Now this is like an honorably, you could say, an honorable mention for a level 3. Technically, coming up here in a little bit, there's an honorable one, but not quite yet. Next up, I am running my colors. I'm currently on a 2-2 split from Kaoru and Mari. So the Kaorui, I believe is how you pronounce his name. You can switch him to resting, choose up to 1 character on your field. It gains 500 BP. And then activate main. If on energy line, choose 1 resting Shinji on your energy line and switch it to active. If you do switch this character to active, you can only activate this Kaoru ability once per turn. 1 time each turn, so you can't go more than once with it. So if you have multiples, you can't do that effect to restand more than once. However, the activate main does come in clutch because you can stack those, as well as the raid target for something else in the deck. Phenomenal, and that's just the generic purple color trigger of play up to 1 purple card with 2 or less energy from your and 1 AP from your sideline since active on your front line, and he also produces you 2 energy. Phenomenal card. Phenomenal card. Then we are running 2 of the Mari Makanami Illustrious. So activate main once per turn. You can only activate this ability on the turn this character is played. Choose 1 Willy Affinity card on your field. It gains when this character attacks and is not blocked. Draw up to 1 card until the end of the turn. And it has the same color ability as the Kaoru. And it also produces you 2 energy as a 3k. Alright, moving on to the 4 drops. Currently I'm running 4 of this AAA Wonder. Oh man, I mean, I like it. There's moments where I like it and there's moments where I don't. That's why I have that as a 3 of currently, and you're going to see the other card that I also run 3 of. Phenomenal card. What this card does is when played, this character gains, your opponent must block this character's attacks if able to the end of the turn. And then when sidelined, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 2 cards with 5 or more required energy among them, and add them to your hand. Place your remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. And then it has the raid effect. While in life, you may raid it immediately, so it's also a saving grace card. So I'm running 3 of that currently. I'm really liking it as a 3 of. Now this is where the spicy tech comes in, where I said I'm running Evangelion 13. I am running 3 Evangelion 13. Oh my gosh. I don't know why people are not running this as a 3 of. I don't even know why some people are not even running it. It is a freaking phenomenal card in this deck. I don't even know why people are just ignoring this elephant in the room with the deck. So, it's a 4-drop, can raid on a Shinji or Karu, and during your turn, this character gains all the abilities listed below if you have the required number of cards in your sideline, which you're going to be sidelining quite a bit, considering some of the stuff that's inside of the deck that helps you sideline, as well as you're going to be having things go remove, and you're going to be doing some funny things. But neither here nor there, if you have 13 more cards in your sideline, it gains 1,000 in damage too. 26 or more, it gains an additional 1,000 in impact 4. And then activate main if on frontline. Pretty much in this variation of the deck, this should never really come up, but it can, possibly, I guess. I don't think there's a way to do it. I've not found a way to do it yet. But if on your front line, place one face-down card under a card on your field into your sideline. If you do, draw a card. And they can be rated from your life. So it's just another card that can just go end games quick at the late game, or you can just do some funny things early, as well as a blocker. It's a rateable target at any given time. Phenomenal. Just, I can't even express it enough. I don't know why people were not thinking about running this earlier in Japan. Now, this is the one right here. We're moving on to the 5-drops. It's an honorable 3-drop. This card is absolutely nutty. Shinji Ikari 5-drop, so it produces you 2 energy in the energy line, and is a 3k active trigger in the life. This character, while in hand, is reduced by 2. While in your hand or in sideline, it has nullify impact. And then during your turn, if you have another character with 5 or more energy required on your field, it gains 1k. So out of nowhere, it can become a 4k, and it has nullify impact during your turn, as well as on your opponent's turn, nullify impact. Just wow. Okay, what can I say? And then moving on to the 6-drops, I'm running 4 Asuka Shikanami Longly. During your turn, this character gains 1k, so she goes from 4k to 5k. And then when played, you draw a card, as well as a 3k restand and trigger from life. So, phenomenal card. There's a lot of chaining that you can do with this. I'm not going to go into a full breakdown on some strategies. I want y'all to have fun with this deck and figure out how to do it yourself. I can give a tutorial on how to do some of this stuff later on, though. Phenomenal card. Then the last character that we're running 4 Evangelion, Spear of Gaius, Test Type 01, Spear of Gaius. This card is just nutty. So, you rate it upon a Shinji. He's a 7-drop, 1 action, 5k, and then has the raid effect. So, while in life, you can rate it too. Has impact 1, then it has this nutty-ass effect, and also can be copied as well. So when played, draw 1 card and play up to 1 purple character with 1 AP cost and without raid from your hand to set to active on your field. Nutty. Very nutty, especially with the combination of Asuka. That's 1 combo I don't mind giving off. And then activate main. If on frontline, once per turn, sideline 1 other character on your frontline. If you do, activate this character's when played ability. So not only can you just, draw 1 and then play on another card, and then possibly draw another, you can do it again. And it's a 5k with impact. Man, what can I say? Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. And I would not be surprised if something happens to this card in particular. I'm not going to say my opinions on what should happen to this card, but I think something might happen. Phenomenal. Alright, that rounds up the characters. And then let's go into the specials. I'm running 4 Spear of Gaius. This card states it's a 5-drop special, so while in sideline, choose one character in opponent's front line and sideline it. While you play it from your hand, choose one character with 3,000 or less BP on your front line and sideline and draw one card, then place one card from your hand to your sideline. If Sinji or Evangelion test type Spear 0 number 1 or Spears on your field, 5,000 BP or less instead. So not only is this card going to be removing a 5k 90% of the time or less, it's also netting you a card and sidelining you a card, as well as putting this card in the sideline. It's just very nutty. Very nutty. Wow. I mean, I can't. This deck is just phenomenal, everybody. I always say, I try to find the best ways of playing things, and this is something I really am enjoying currently. And then the last 4 cards of your deck are your 4 finals. There's nothing really special about it. It's a 3-drop. You can run any of them. It doesn't really matter. As long as it's purple and it's from Evangelion 13, you can choose whatever one, whatever flavor suits you best. But what a final does, if you don't know, it's a 3-drop, action 1. It's an event, so you choose up to 2. You can do this on you have 3 or more AP, or not 3 or more AP, 3 more energy and have an AP. You can choose 2 of your APs and switch them to active, and if it's the last card in your life, if you have 0 cards in life after this, push the top card of your deck into your life. Phenomenal. So yeah, that is currently the deck that I've been having a lot of fun with out of EVA 13. I figured I might as well give you guys some stuff to work with, and with that being said, the UA playbook is signing off.